Hey magical sparks, welcome back to my channel. It's Sparkle here, and today Pinterest is going to decide what I draw. So you may or may not have seen some other artists on YouTube try out the same challenge and make some really cool drawings. But don't worry, in case you don't know, I'll still explain it. And also these are the rules that I'm going to be following for my version of this challenge. So yeah, we're only going to be using the first image, we're not going to be counting ads, and we're only going to be working with what we get. So let's get straight into this. Alright, and if you don't know how this challenge works, I'm pretty much going to be searching up random stuff like poses, hairstyles, and all that. And the first image that comes up is the image that I need to use for my final character design that I'm going to be drawing. So for example, here I searched up poses and this is the first pose that came up, so I don't really have a choice and I have to use this pose for my drawing. And that is pretty much how this challenge is going to work. Also, I mean, it sounds really fun and it looked really fun when other people were doing it, when I saw people do it on YouTube and everything. But when I was doing it myself, it got stressful real fast. Because the thing is, you're gonna get really random images, and in the end, you have to try and combine them all into one image or one drawing. And that's like one of the things that can either go really good or really bad. But make sure to keep watching if you want to find out how it went for me. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that I made this drawing about a week ago, so my art style has changed a lot since then, so just try and ignore how my art style looks here. Also, I accidentally recorded this part in time-lapse without noticing, but here are pretty much what I got. I got that expression here, low energy, and I got this hairstyle and hair accessory, and yeah, now let's keep on going. The next thing we're going to be looking at is outfits. I'm not even kidding, I was so scared when this was loading because outfits are like a really important part, especially when you're drawing a character, and I'm actually so lucky that I ended up getting a pretty good outfit and I was able to make it work kind of, and that's definitely a good thing. And as you can tell, I was not even paying attention to like this base sketch. I was just like honestly scribbling the designs I got just roughly so I could mark out how it would look and where it would go. And then afterwards I used my kneaded eraser to lighten everything and then go over it with some more detail again to kind of create a redefined sketch. Okay, then I searched a bracelet, but I got something that didn't really look like a bracelet. So instead I searched a hand accessory and I got this really pretty ring. And it's actually so cute. It kind of just matches as well with the hair accessory from before. And I also saved all this on a Pinterest board so I can refer back to it afterwards. And I was going to search up necklace, but then I just saw the necklace there and I was like, yeah, we'll just go with that. So that's pretty much what we did. Oh my gosh, that was a lot to say. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And last but not least, I decided to search up a flower because in the initial pose that we were looking at, I'm pretty sure the girl was holding like an orange or a mandarin or something in her hand, but I don't think that really would have matched the type of aesthetic we've got for this drawing. So instead, I searched up flower and I decided to draw a flower in her hands instead. And of course, we can't forget the scenery. Okay, but can we just forget about this challenge for a second and look at that scenery? It is so pretty. The sky is amazing. The grass, it's just so amazing and aesthetic, and I would love to go there. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot about this, but of course, we're going to add in some earrings as well. Now, is this just a me problem or does this happen to you guys as well? Like whenever I'm drawing, for some reason, I always forget to add accessories to characters like necklaces and earrings and glasses. And then I remember once I'm done with the drawing and I just feel so annoyed. But yeah, just let me know in the comments. Also, here are the final images that we're using to create our drawing. And now it's time to redefine the sketch, which I did off camera. And here's how that turned out. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I like it up to this point. But after I did the line art, I ruined the face. The face did not look good. It was just so messed up. Also, here's the fine line I'm using. But back to it. I mean, you guys might like how the face looked, but the thing is, it's just not how I wanted it to look. But like, isn't that just the worst thing when you make the sketch and you love the sketch and then you do the line art and you mess up everything? That's just the worst feeling. And I was also trying to do this thing where I tried to make her look as if she's kind of looking at the audience or like at the viewers, but the thing is, I haven't really drawn eyes like that in ages. I've always drawn eyes looking in one direction or the other. So in this sketch it looked cute, but when I did the line art it just got completely messed up. Also the nose and the mouth, I don't know what I was doing, I don't know what I was thinking, but it just ended up looking so weird. But something I learned from experience is that especially when you hate your drawing or even when you love it, don't give up on it. Just keep on going, push all the way through, and in the end you might potentially end up liking it, or if you don't end up liking it, worst case scenario, you're gonna hate it, but you're gonna have learned something from it and you would have had the opportunity to experiment. So yeah people, make sure you're listening. The message of the day from this video is don't give up. And yeah, also this is just really random, but one of my goals when I started this sketchbook was to practice coloring fabric and be able to color fabric folds properly in the way that they would be bending and where the shadows would be cast and everything. I'm still practicing how to do that, but I did try experimenting here and doing something a little bit more different. So even though the jumper was grey, or the sweater was grey in the Pinterest image, I tried to use some pinks and purples for shading, and afterwards I also used like a peach kind of color and a greyish blue color, and of course this color as well. And I just mixed a bunch of colors in. You can't really tell though, but it was kind of fun, and I do feel a little bit more proud of this piece because of that. Alright, and something else I wanted to talk about was my art style. So remember how I said before that I recorded this video a couple of days back, around about a week back. So my art style has come a long way since then, in my opinion. And I think I'm kind of starting to find my own unique style. It's kind of like my style from last year, from when I first started my channel, but a bit of a glow-up version of that style. So I did go through my anime drawing phase. It happened especially after I got Pinterest, and a lot of the images I saw on Pinterest had this kind of anime style, and they looked so adorable. I loved how the nurses looked especially, and how the hair looked. So that's kind of what inspired me to change my art style initially, around about April or May. But now I've started to experiment even more, and that other day I was looking through my old sketchbooks and I just loved the art style in that. And I looked back at my first videos from when I started my channel, and I really actually liked how I colored norises and how I colored lips and how my art style looked back then. So I decided to try and incorporate the things I'd learned from this year, but kind of mix it up with my art style from last year. And now what's happened is I've kind of created this in-between kind of art style, and I'm pretty happy with it, currently speaking. And I also made a drawing of my OSU Nora in that style, and I posted it on my community tab yesterday, so if you want to go and check that out, feel free to do so after this video. And that is pretty much what's been going on with my art style. So yeah, this video was recorded before, which is why my art style might look a little bit different than it is right now, but my next video, hopefully you'll get to see how my art style looks, unless it changes again. That's the thing with art styles though, you can never be sure what's going to happen. And I think the best thing you can do is just go with the flow. Okay, why did I sound so serious in that? Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is what I found out from the poll I posted on my community post. So I asked you guys whether you liked more draw with me videos, or art challenges, or live streams, or tutorials. And for some reason, a lot of you guys said that you prefer draw with me videos, which I think is amazing. It's great for me because draw with me videos are just fun to film. But I also want to film some tutorials as well, but I know some people did want tutorials, so if you are some of those people, just let me know in the comments what kind of tutorials you want to see. And also, I'm hoping to do some live streams as well when my holidays start. And for now, we'll just stick with some draw with me's and art challenges and those kind of videos. But I do know that everyone did vote for something, and I am going to try and give you guys a good balance of all four of these things, because all of you guys matter to me. Oh, and also coloring the background was so much fun. I loved coloring in the sky especially. That was the most fun part. It kind of reminded me of how I colored in the sky from my video where I opened up my Prismacolor markers and then I drew the Mona Lisa and then I colored in the background there. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the way I did it there, but I just love the colors here, the pink and the purple sky. It's just so pretty. And also coloring the grass and the flowers was also really fun, and I got to experiment by using different techniques, and that just made this entire thing way more fun. Also, even though I still don't like how the face turned out for this drawing, I am really happy with the color scheme and just how in the end everything ended up just working together and matching. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that part of this drawing turned out, but yeah, not so much with the face or the hands. The hands do need some work. I kind of just rushed the hands. I wasn't even paying attention to them. But on the bright side, if I were to draw this again, at least I know what I could do to improve. So yeah, let's keep thinking on the bright side and let's try to be positive. Alright, and here is the final drawing that we created based off these images that Pinterest gave me. So yeah, here is what Pinterest helped me to create. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. Stay awesome as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!